There's this one line from Uncle, the wise old mentor character. It really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah. What was it?
He said, "The Archives of Demon Magic is an encyclopedia of spells written by the demon sorcerers themselves,
Okay.
but it may hold clues which will help defeat the demons who created it." And that just, I don't know, immediately makes you wonder about this thing, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That kind of paradox grabs your attention right away.
Exactly. So today, that's what we're doing, a deep dive into that specific artifact, the Demon Archive.
Sounds good. It's a fascinating piece of lore.
Our mission here is basically to explore this, ancient, powerful book of demon magic. We want to uncover its origins, which seem a bit surprising, its role in the story, and maybe what it tells us about the wider world it exists in.
Right, looking beyond just the book itself.
Yeah. We've combed through the source material, trying to pull out the essential bits, the key takeaways. Sort of a shortcut for you to get a good grasp on this really mysterious object.
Okay, let's do it.
So maybe we should start with the basics. What exactly is the Demon Archive at its core?
Well, it's definitely not just some dusty old spell book.
Right.
The sources are clear. It's positioned as a true encyclopedia of demon magic.
An encyclopedia.
And the crucial part, I think, is who wrote it. It was apparently penned by the demon sorcerers themselves way back in ancient times.
So straight from the source.
No?
No human filter or interpretation.
Exactly. The raw stuff. And very distinctively, it has the mark of Tarakudo right on the cover.
Tarakudo, the Japanese Oni King, Lord of the Shadow Khan.
That's the one. His specific mark featured prominently.
Wow, okay. So it's like the demon's own instruction manual, but with this specific Japanese demon's mark.
Pretty much.
And this is where, for me, it gets really interesting, linking back to Uncle's quote, that paradoxical nature. It's packed with immense dangerous power,
Right?
but somehow it also contains clues to defeat its own creators. I mean, why? Why build in a weakness like that?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's such a double-edged sword.
Yeah. That balanced creation and potential destruction, all in one artifact. Fascinating.
And ultimately, that built-in risk, that vulnerability, it led to its end.
It's destroyed.
It was. Our sources point to the Queen of the Shadowcon episode. It seems Jade realized how dangerous it would be if it fell into the wrong hands.
Whose hands specifically?
Well, the big concern was Shendu, the fire demon sorcerer. Imagine him getting hold of an encyclopedia of demon magic.
Oh, right. That would be bad. Very bad.
Extremely. So Jade used her temporary control over the Shadow Ninja Warriors and commanded them to just obliterate the archive, destroy it completely.
Wow, that really underlines how potent they thought it was. Not seal it away, but destroy it.
Precisely. Too risky to exist.
So, okay, the archive is gone. Thankfully, maybe, but its story, its existence still tells us a lot, right?
Absolutely. It opens up some really interesting questions.
Like the origins. This is something that came up when we were digging into the material. Uncle, who's usually so reliable with mystical knowledge,
Yeah, he's generally the go-to expert.
he claims the book was written by Chinese demon sorcerers. But, as you said, it's got the mark of Tarakudo, a Japanese demon, on the cover. How does that square? That feels like a pretty big contradiction.
It does seem like one on the surface, yeah. But when you look closer at what the sources suggest overall, it might not be a contradiction so much as a revelation.
A revelation. How so?
It points towards the idea that demon sorcerers aren't just, confined to one place like China, or Japan for that matter. The material actually indicates they exist across, and this is a direct quote, every culture in the world.
Every culture. Wow. Okay, so they're global.
Apparently so,
Yeah.
and maybe not just existing separately, but interacting.
Interacting how? Like working together.
Well, the sources use the phrase alliances or partnerships with each other.
Alliances between demon sorcerers from different cultures, Chinese, Japanese,
Yeah.
others.
That seems to be the implication. Which, if you think about it, absolutely reframes how magic and these powerful entities operate in this world.
Yeah. It's not just isolated pockets of power. It's potentially a global network. Ancient, powerful beings collaborating across borders. That's quite a thought.
It is, and it makes the Demon Archive just one piece of a much larger sort of interconnected magical tapestry.
So it fits into a bigger picture with other artifacts.
Exactly. The research pulls together a lot of these threads. You have the famous Oni masks from Japan, obviously connected to Tarakudo.
Right. Possessing people.
Then the Chinese talismans, each with a unique power. But it goes further. Things like the Sutras of Raktajiba from India, the Eye of Aurora mentioned as being in Egypt, even artifacts noted in Europe, like a Bavarian shield in Germany, or one from the Arctic Circle.
So all over the place.
Yeah.
Asia, Africa, Europe, North America.
Yeah. They're not presented as totally separate traditions necessarily. There's this underlying suggestion of connection.
That really does highlight a kind of deep interconnectedness, doesn't it? It's like this hidden web across the globe. And one object, like the Demon Archive with its confusing origin, can actually be the key to seeing that web.
Precisely. The anomaly points to the larger pattern.
Okay, so let's maybe recap what we've pulled out from this deep dive on the Demon Archive.
Sounds good.
We established it's this profound encyclopedia of demon magic, crucially written by demons in ancient times.
Right, and bearing that very specific mark of Terrakudo.
And it had that unique, paradoxical quality, immense power.
But also contained the clues, potentially, to defeat its creators. A built-in flaw, almost.
Which ultimately led to its destruction. In the Queen of the Shadowcon episode, destroyed to keep it away from characters like Shendu.
Correct. Too dangerous to leave lying around.
But the really eye-opening thing, for me anyway, was digging into that origin detail.
The China versus Japan aspect.
Yeah, Uncle saying Chinese, the Mark saying Japanese. It wasn't just a mistake in the records, was it?
It seems not. It actually pushed us to understand something bigger. That demon sorcerers might exist in, well, every culture, globally.
And that they might even form alliances or partnerships?
Yeah.
Cooperating across cultural lines.
Exactly. It broadens the whole scope dramatically.
Which really reinforces your point about the archive being just one piece of this huge global puzzle of magic.
Yeah, alongside the Oni masks, the talismans, and all those other artifacts found across Asia, Africa, Europe, North America. It shows how these ancient mystical traditions might be far more linked than they first appear.
And that, I think, is the real takeaway here for you listening. Sometimes exploring one tiny detail, something that seems like a contradiction, like the archive's origin, it can unexpectedly unlock a much wider view of an entire fictional world. You get those aha moments about hidden connections between cultures and powers.
It's about how looking closely at the specifics can reveal the universal.
Definitely. So, maybe something for you to think about. Consider how seemingly disconnected bits of info, or maybe cultural artifacts, even in our own real world, might actually hint at hidden global links or patterns if you really deep dive into their details.
Yeah. That's a great closing thought. What other encyclopedias or ancient texts, real or maybe fictional, could hold that same kind of paradox? Immense power, but also the keys to their own undoing. Or reveal surprising alliances we never suspected.